The fire of innovation, disruption in digital marketing. Welcome to an extraordinary exploration of innovation that spans from the very dawn of human civilization to the cutting-edge digital marketing techniques transforming businesses today. I'm about to take you on a journey that connects the discovery of fire, humanity's first great technological breakthrough, to the disruptive innovations that are reshaping digital marketing right now. Throughout history, the most transformative innovations have shared a common characteristic. They provide massive competitive advantages to those who harness them first. From the discovery of fire to today's artificial intelligence revolution, early adopters have consistently gained disproportionate power and influence. Today, we're going to explore how this pattern of disruption applies directly to digital marketing, and more importantly, how you can position yourself to benefit from the next wave of innovation rather than being left behind by it. By understanding these patterns, you'll learn to identify and leverage disruptive opportunities before your competitors even know they exist.
From primitive fire to digital disruption. Let's start at the very beginning with the first disruptive technology in human history. Before the controlled creation of fire, humans were completely at the mercy of natural elements, predators, and foodborne illness. Fire wasn't just an innovation, it was a revolution that fundamentally altered human existence and gave unprecedented power to those who mastered it first. Consider the critical advantages that fire provided to transform primitive society. It enhanced food safety through cooking, eliminating dangerous pathogens that could kill. It provided protection from predators who instinctively feared flames. It enabled climate adaptation, allowing humans to survive in colder regions previously uninhabitable. And it fostered social development through communal gatherings around the hearth. For a brief but critical period, those who controlled fire held immense power. They possessed a skill that meant the difference between life and death, between thriving and merely surviving. This is the essence of disruptive innovation. It creates a temporary but significant advantage for those who master it first. This pattern that began with fire continues today in digital marketing. Those who master new technologies and approaches before they become mainstream enjoy similar advantages: increased conversion rates, lower acquisition costs, and market dominance. The pattern of disruption. Throughout history, let me show you how this pattern of disruption has repeated throughout human history. Each revolutionary technology follows the same cycle, and understanding this cycle is crucial for digital marketers seeking to identify and leverage the next disruptive innovation. First came fire discovery, where prehistoric humans gained control over nature, expanding their survival capabilities and developing the first technological monopoly. Then the printing press, where Gutenberg's innovation democratized knowledge, creating a revolution in information sharing that empowered new groups and diminished traditional power structures. The Industrial Revolution followed, where steam power and mechanization transformed manufacturing, creating unprecedented wealth for early adopters while displacing traditional craftspeople. Next came the Internet age, where digital connectivity fundamentally altered communication, commerce, and information access, creating tech giants from garage startups. And now we're in the AI revolution, where machine learning and predictive technologies are creating the next wave of disruption, with early adopters gaining significant market advantages. Each of these revolutionary technologies follows a similar pattern: initial discovery, period of exclusive advantage, widespread adoption, and eventual normalization. The key is recognizing where we are in this cycle and positioning yourself in the early adoption phase. Modern disruptors in the digital landscape. Let's examine some recent examples of digital disruption to understand how this pattern applies today. Ride-sharing platforms like Uber and Lyft revolutionized transportation by connecting drivers and riders through mobile apps, completely bypassing traditional taxi infrastructure. Their disruption created multi-billion-dollar enterprises while challenging established regulatory frameworks and business models. Interestingly, their dominance may be short-lived, as self-driving technology now threatens to disrupt the disruptors themselves. Streaming services like Netflix transformed from a DVD by mail service to a streaming giant that fundamentally changed media consumption patterns. By creating a direct-to-consumer model with data-driven content creation, they forced traditional entertainment companies to completely restructure their businesses or face obsolescence. Mobile technology, particularly the iPhone, didn't just improve on existing mobile phones, it created an entirely new paradigm of personal computing. This disruption extended far beyond telecommunications, reshaping photography, navigation, retail, banking, and countless other industries through app-based innovation. These examples demonstrate a crucial insight for digital marketers. True disruption doesn't come from incremental improvements, but from fundamentally rethinking established approaches and creating entirely new models that deliver superior value. The evolution of digital marketing: websites versus funnels. Now let's look at a specific example of disruption in digital marketing itself. Just as fire fundamentally changed human capabilities, sales funnels have transformed digital marketing effectiveness in ways that most marketers are only beginning to understand. Unlike traditional websites, which often serve multiple purposes and contain numerous distractions, funnels represent a focused approach that systematically guides users towards specific actions. The revolutionary impact comes from three key advantages. First, focused user journey. Funnels eliminate distractions and guide visitors along a predetermined path toward conversion, dramatically improving effectiveness. Second, optimize conversion. Each step is scientifically designed to address specific psychological triggers that advance users to the next stage of commitment. Third, data-driven refinement. Granular analytics at each stage enable continuous improvement based on actual user behavior rather than assumptions. Platforms like ClickFunnels have democratized this approach, allowing marketers to implement sophisticated conversion systems that previously required extensive development resources and expertise. This is a perfect example of how disruptive innovation makes powerful capabilities accessible to early adopters. You can get a free ClickFunnels trial at a link in the description. AI-powered disruption in marketing. We're currently witnessing three major AI-powered disruptions that represent fire moments in marketing, innovations that give early adopters significant advantages while fundamentally changing industry practices. First is AI content creation. Tools like Jasper, Artemo, and ChatGPT are revolutionizing content production by generating high-quality marketing copy, blog posts, and social media content at unprecedented speed. These systems can produce variations, personalize messaging, and adapt tone based on audience data, capabilities that are transforming the economics of content marketing. Second is predictive analytics. Advanced machine learning algorithms now analyze customer behavior patterns to predict future actions with remarkable accuracy. These systems identify high-value prospects, anticipate purchase intentions, and detect churn risk before it occurs, effectively giving marketers a form of commercial clairvoyance that earlier generations could only dream of. Third is hyper-personalization. AI-driven personalization engines can now deliver uniquely tailored experiences to each visitor based on their behavior, demographics, and psychographic profile. This technology enables marketers to automatically customize messaging, offers, and even visual elements in real time, creating unprecedented relevance at scale. These AI technologies represent fire moments in marketing. The window of competitive advantage may be brief, but the impact on marketing effectiveness is profound and lasting. Links to a free trial of Jasper and to Artemo can be found in the description. Building your own fire in digital marketing. The marketer who merely follows established practices is like someone who waits for lightning to strike before enjoying fire. True competitive advantage comes from pioneering approaches that others haven't yet mastered. Here's how to become the innovator rather than the follower. First, focus on fundamental innovation. Look beyond incremental improvements to identify opportunities for completely rethinking customer problems and solutions. Ask yourself, if we were building this from scratch today, would we do it this way? Second, capitalize on first-mover advantage. When you identify a disruptive approach, move quickly to establish your position before competitors catch up. The window of exclusive advantage is often brief but incredibly valuable. Third, embrace continuous learning. The digital landscape evolves rapidly, with new platforms, algorithms, and consumer behaviors emerging constantly. Commit to systematic exploration of emerging technologies and methodologies. Fourth, leverage AI strategically. Identify high-impact applications for artificial intelligence in your specific marketing context, focusing on areas where machine capabilities can deliver exponential rather than incremental improvements. The most successful digital marketers share a fundamental characteristic with our fire-discovering ancestors. They're not content to wait for others to innovate. They actively experiment, take calculated risks, and constantly seek the next breakthrough that will provide disproportionate advantages. Ignite your marketing revolution. As we conclude this journey from primitive fire to digital disruption, I want to leave you with 3 essential principles for igniting your own marketing revolution. First, embrace disruption. The story of fire teaches us that transformative power comes not from incremental improvements, but from fundamental reimagining of possibilities. In digital marketing, this means questioning established approaches and exploring entirely new models. Second, act decisively. When you identify a potentially disruptive approach, whether it's AI-driven content creation, innovative funnel design, or a novel social platform, move quickly to develop expertise and establish your position before competitors catch up. Third, build for the future. The digital marketing landscape will continue to evolve at an accelerating pace. Develop systems for continuous learning, experimentation, and adaptation to ensure you remain at the forefront of innovation rather than struggling to catch up. Just as fire transformed human civilization from its very foundations, truly disruptive marketing innovations have the power to completely reshape competitive landscapes. The question isn't whether such disruptions will occur, but whether you'll be among the pioneers who harness them first, or among those who find themselves struggling to adapt after the revolution has already begun. The fire of innovation burns brightest for those who dare to light it first. Subscribe to our daily blog for more marketing insights. The link is in the description. The future of marketing belongs to the innovators. Make sure you're among them.